All right. Oh, that looks better. I don't know if this is the second time we're back, but
yes. The reset, the reset.
The reset. All right. So we were talking about
Erik and Virginia.
Erik and Virginia. He couldn't find her. Okay. So basically, all right. We were talking about Erik and Virginia. We were talking about how they kind of both have this issue where it seems like when they argue, like they go on both sides. Like Erik gets more controlling, right? And then Virginia, like more and more wants to flee, run away. And Erik said something that I hadn't heard him say. And I think it was something to the effect of like, they always leave or something. What did he say?
Oh, I'm always hurt. I'm always the one getting hurt.
I'm always the one getting hurt. Yeah, I was way off. Sorry about that.
Which feels very like unaware as well. Like he has no self-awareness. Like he just believes he's the perfect guy in every relationship. And so when people are up to their necks on the stuff that he's doing and they're like, you know what, I can't take it anymore. Mm-hmm. I don't believe he digests what feedback she's giving him. And whenever he is giving her feedback, he says, oh, you know, I never want to hurt you. I just want everything to be all right. And then he turns it around and says, but these are the things you need to do in order for me to be happy, in order for this to work.
Or else you can get out.
Exactly. He said that like 15 times this episode.
It's the ultimatums for me. My thing is that they both are showing like abandonment issues.
Thank you, Treasure Vintage.
Erik, you know, that's true.
Acts like her parent and not her spouse. And the thing is, you were saying that he goes in, and it's funny because whenever she gets quiet and whenever she gets like about to cry or she needs a hug, like she needs softness,
she wells up so quick, and he's
like, oh, I have the upper hand now. Let me give you all my lessons. Let me tell you all the things that you need to correct. Like he has no understanding of how to actually hear her.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say he has no understanding, but whenever he's in that space where he feels like you are all over the place and you just need some structure or discipline, then it's like he goes in, and you can see kind of how he looks at Virginia and the dog the same way. Yep. Mm-hmm. If he identifies somebody or their emotions or their like sort of scatteredness, like as a problem, he's like, you just need to get in line. Like I need to provide you the line. Mm-hmm. You get in it and trust
everything
me,
will be fine.
Everything will be fine. And he can't take when they won't get in line. And so he has a similar issue with the dog being all over the place. And also
he thinks she's scattered and flighty.
And Virginia being all over the place emotionally. Like he can't really handle it.
And he said that. He literally said, I don't know how to handle you.
Yeah.
Which is that's a Freudian slip if you ever have one. Like you don't have to handle me. You need to learn how to understand me.
But it is an issue. Communicate. Like, she did discuss that she has anxiety. Mm-hmm. And anytime you add like a mental health, concern into a relationship, when you already have two people who are new to each other, different, coming in,
and not in the way that Chris will do it. I'm having panic attacks. Because I'm not attracted to you. Don't worry about me. Went left.
It's a tough situation. It's a really, really tough situation. And so I don't think that he's super wrong. I don't think he's right. He's not super wrong. I just think it's difficult for him to do anything to adjust to anybody else's something that's not how he knows how to handle a problem, because he thinks how he handles it is completely the best and the right way.
Right.
And so he kind of like victimized himself a little bit by like, I'm always the one to get hurt, because it's like, because you're not going to trust me. And so now my feelings are hurt. She literally was like, kind of like, don't touch me whenever he did try to show like concern. But I think when you're the way he is, which is I'm gonna dole out an ultimatum and say you can leave, or you can, if you're not happy here, you can just walk out, you can end it. You know, she doesn't need to hear that. Like she needs just
especially over and over and over again.
Yeah, and she was like, if I swear, if you say end it,
I'm
one
gonna
more time,
hit you
I'm
in
gonna
the face.
punch you in the face. And I felt that. Okay, like I felt that when she said it, because he does it constantly.
He does it on purpose. He's a gaslighter, because you could tell the first time she left the apartment to go talk to the producers, they kept showing him sitting in bed, and he just has this smug, condescending smirk on his face, just the same way Chris does. Just like, she's crazy. I didn't
yeah, more wrong. Like it's whatever. Her problem, it's not mine. And he does. He definitely thinks like that, where it's like you're the problem, it's your problem. And I'm gonna give you like space to hang yourself, but I'm gonna tell you like I've got the way. So just choose me, and I'll lead you out of this craziness.
That's exactly it. Jazz says Eric needs to realize he needs to be emotionally supportive, but he has no idea how to do that. He doesn't even understand. And she mentioned that she'd said something about the dog coming in her life while she was depressed. But again, because he doesn't receive her truths, he does not see it as important enough to hold on to and to put value in. He can't even connect the dots between why she's so connected to this dog and why it's it provides her stability and security and a grounding point. And he won't even hear that. He would rather fight about the dog and about why the dog needs some discipline, instead of understanding why she needs the dog or why she's,
it's almost like he doesn't really believe in like mental health issues, which like,
it's one of those pick yourself up by the bootstraps
he gives
situations.
Me, like kind of like a really old way of thinking, like, like people have been through wars and this and that, where they just are like, life can be hard. Shake yourself off. You just deal with it. You bury that and you like move forward.
Right.
And that's one way of thinking, but that's not the only way of thinking. And Virginia just needs a different way. And he has to like bend a little bit for her, because she is trying to figure it out. And having anxiety, you just like everything is crumbling around you. Like she feels crazy herself. But I think that this is where her independence kicks in. It's that she's used to being independent and trying to figure herself out, because she said that she likes to get it together herself rationally. But when he's like, okay, it's gonna be okay, just like let me do, let me put my arm around you, you say okay and we'll be fine, and she can't deal with that. So I don't think they're super different. I just think that
she needs more support. Right? They obviously know how to at least be uncomfortable, right? In a relationship, you got to be uncomfortable to get to the other side. So they can do that. But I think that she hears him in terms of like, okay, I need to be a little bit more. I'm trying. She said, I haven't seen I don't know if she said her cat or her dad, but she said, I haven't seen him for a while. I'm feeling a little bit cut off from other people. There are things that I have changed about myself in order to be in this relationship. So she's hearing him like, I cannot be my normal self, and I'm adjusting, but he's not hearing her. And I think that I don't think he has it in him to do it. Just the way he speaks, just the way he talks about life, just the egotistical framing of like, I've been in relationships before. This is how all marriages on the planet are, is the way they are in my head. I just don't think it's going to work.
Treasured Vintage said, I'm not a plane you can handle flying. And it's true, right? Like,